Patient has an inherited condition that results in impaired transport of ornithine from the cytosol to the mitochondria. Nutritional restriction of which of the following substances can improve this patient's condition? Now, this question deals with the urea cycle. Remember that when we catabolize amino acids in our body, we're going to be producing the toxic waste product, ammonia. Ammonia at high levels are going to be neurotoxic, and so we need a way to get rid of ammonia in our body. And we do get rid of it by converting it to urea through the urea cycle. Now, this patient in the question stem has a ornithine transcarbamylase deficiency because they're not able to transport ornithine from these mitochondria to the cytoplasm. So, because of this deficiency, they're going to have a buildup of ammonia in their body. And so, in order to help improve their symptoms, we should be consuming less proteins because if we are consuming less proteins, then we're going to be going through less amino acid catabolism. So, we're going to be producing less of the toxic ammonia in our body. So, the answer is going to be answer choice B, which is going to be proteins. Now, just as a review, if someone has a ornithine transcarbamylase deficiency, then they're going to have a buildup of carbamoyl phosphate in their body. Now, remember that carbamoyl phosphate is also going to be used in order to generate pyrimidines. Now, if someone has a ornithine transcarbamylase deficiency, then we have a buildup of carbamoyl phosphate, which is ultimately going to lead to higher levels of uric acid. So we will be able to measure high levels of uric acid in the serum in patients who have a ornithine transcarbamylase deficiency. Remember, the other disorder that is going to give us high levels of uric acid is going to be uric aciduria, which is going to be due to an impair of the enzyme UMP synthase. Now, how can we differentiate between uric aciduria and ornithine transcarbamylase deficiency? Well, uric aciduria is going to present with megaloblastic anemia. Why? Because when we have a deficiency in UMP synthase, then we're not going to be able to produce pyrimidines. And remember that nucleotides are needed in order for red blood cells to function appropriately. With the ornithine transcarbamylase deficiency, we're still going to be able to go through pyrimidine synthesis and we'll still be able to generate pyrimidines to help red blood cells function appropriately. So that's the two big differences between these two disorders. Now, just as an overview again, ornithine transcarbamylase deficiency, we will see high levels of uric acid in the blood and urine. We'll see less of the BUN, and we won't see any megaloblastic anemia. Uric aciduria is going to be the disorder that we will see a megaloblastic anemia because we won't be able to produce the nitrogenous bases in order for red blood cells to function appropriately. Now, a quick way to remember that uric aciduria is the one that is going to present with megaloblastic anemia is that uric aciduria, the second O, you can use it to remind you that it is going to give you megaloblastic anemia.